Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Mang Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Zhengkong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Dupten Darji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of Homa today, Manohara Vasudhara. Sumu Tanzen Gatso Tudachiti. All Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma tutors, directors of temples and chapters, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good afternoon, everyone. How do you do?
Xin chào, cảm ơn. Aisteru. Sarange. Hola, amigo. Que quiero mucho. Sugoi. Ichiban. Kimochi. Yumi. Yapi. Pudin pudin. Konnichiwa. 那现在通知大家
I would like to announce for next Sunday, June 4th. June already? Half. Sunday at 3 p.m. We will perform. It's been a long time since we had this deity, Yamantaka Homa fire offering ceremony. We all know that Rainbow Temple, all the Vajra protectors and Dharma protectors, the main deity of all the Vajra and Dharma protectors at Rainbow Temple is Yamantaka. The first time I invoke Yamantaka, the four oceans were turning. In tumult. That's how amazing he is. All the ghosts and wandering spirits and would disperse upon seeing Yamantaka. So this deity is also called the one who subdued the Yama. In Tibetan Buddhism, we say that he's a manifestation of Manjushri Bodhisattva. But in Shingon Buddhism, or the Japanese Tantric Buddhism, he's an emanation of Amitabha Buddha and his mantra.
Yamataka Hom Pei Hom Sri Kararupa Hom Kan Soha Om Yamataka Hom Pei Om Sri Kararupa Hom Kan Soha。他的手印呢
And his mudra
是这个手印，
is like this, the mudra of Yamantaka.
他的形象
And his appearance is truly formidable.
文书跟这个
Manjusri,
按照藏密来讲
according to Tibetan Tantrayana,
那时候研磨
the Yama
在娑婆世界
was in the Saha world,
就是横行，那么这个很多的众生都遭到研磨的，
and
文殊师利菩萨
was
这
very
个情形，就进到研
destructive.
磨的心中。
And in the Saha world, and when Manjushri Bodhisattva saw this action, this destruction,
这个研磨
Manjushri Bodhisattva entered into the heart of the Yama king and
跟
subdued
这个
him,
藏密的记载
and
是
then
这样
became Yamantaka.
这一
That's
尊
according to the Tibetan
是
Tantrayana.
师尊刚刚的的一个很大的护法，
Their master's a great
就是大卫
protector
的金刚。
is Yamantaka.
我好像第一个传的是大卫的金刚法，
The
好像
first
传过
one
大卫的金刚法。
that I transmitted was Yamantaka. I have transmitted Yamantaka.
1995年
In 1995, I have transmitted the Dharma of Yamantaka.
你们这里有没有人以大卫的金刚法为护法？
Anyone here that practice Yamantaka as their protector?
这是一尊很大的护法。
This is a great protector deity. If you gain spiritual union with Yamantaka, you are close to spiritual union with Manjushri Bodhisattva. If you are in spiritual union with Manjushri Bodhisattva, you are about to be in spiritual union with Amitabha Buddha.
就等于相应了他的本体
So if you
释利
gain
菩萨
spiritual union with Yamantaka, it's the same as spiritual union with his original ground, which is Manjushri Bodhisattva and Amitabha Buddha.
很大的一尊护法。五大金刚法就
So
是大威德，
this
这个
is a really great
地级金刚
protector. The five Herukas are Yamantaka, Kuyasamaya, Hevajra,
圣乐金刚、
Chakrasambhara,
大幻化王金刚
Mahotara,
或十轮金刚，
or
这是五大金
Kalachakra.
刚。
They are the five Herukas.
大威德金刚一向是
Yamantaka
黄教黄教
is always
格鲁派
the
尊崇的一个
highly revered Heruka practice in the Gelugpa, the yellow sect.
那我们今天做勾柴天女，
Today we perform Manohara
天女是身体是红色，
Homa. Her body is red.
16岁的
Looks
少女的身，
the body of a 16-year-old maiden
天衣跟这个
wearing
珍宝，
silken celestial garments and ornaments radiating light, and his right hand is holding the Vajra hook, and then the left hand is holding the treasure mouse. In Tibetan Tantayana, any deities holding a treasure mouse is a wealth deity. I find Tibetan Tantayana very interesting. Why do they use a mouse to be a treasure mouse? And any wealth deity always have a mouse with them. Can you answer this? Anyone can answer my question? Why in Tibetan Tantayana all the wealth deities hold a treasure mouse? Doesn't matter which wealth deity. The answer is very funny. You can check the internet. So, as long as the wealth deity always have a mouse, because I think the mouse is secretly stealing things. So the mice would go to other people's houses, treasures, and get some treasures for us. The answer is very funny. So all the wealth deities in Tibetan Tantayana hold the treasure mouse. And the mantra, Harya is her name, Mahaharya. And the shi, inkusa, shi, hum is the sound of money. It's like you have so much money that it's endless to count them. I mean, you need to count it endlessly. And the mudra of the Vajra hook. Not only to hook riches and wealth, but you can also hook romantic love, romances, and to hook resources or provisions, and also to hook wisdom, to hook all the good things like the 7 precious jewels and the 8 precious items. And also to hook any Buddhas or Bodhisattvas. And whichever Bodhisattva you hook, that Bodhisattva will come. So it can hook your yidam. So it has many functions, not just to hook wealth. So the hook is So you can hook to you or to hook away bad things that you don't want.
讲个笑话吧，哈。
Let me share a joke first.
我打算送2个女儿出国。
I want to send 2 daughters abroad, but the 6-year-old daughter disagreed, and I asked why. And she felt wrong. And said, I don't understand what they're talking about. So I tried to explain to her that it's easy. English is easy. If you listen to it every day, you'll understand. And she said, but I've been hearing the dog barks for years and I still don't understand. And then the father could not say anything anymore.
听久了就懂，这个只是对了一点点。
So saying that you will understand after listening for a long time may not be right. I've come to America since 1985. How come my English is just so?
1982年呢，现在多少年了？
How many years is that? How many years it's been?
41年了。
41 years.
英文还麻麻的。
Why is my English is just so? Because the primary reason is because I've been living around the temple and everybody's speaking Mandarin, Chinese, or Taiwanese.
我又很少出去。
I rarely go anywhere. I don't spend any money.
所以问题就是在这里。
So that's the problem.
我如果出去的话
If I go out, if I go to the tavern, then I would know what to say at the tavern.
I buy a drink for you. 我去 tavern 去酒吧，我就会讲这一句。
I can say this if I go to tavern.
What are you doing here?
The waiter asked.
我说
And I said,
wanna study composition. 但是去 tavern 的机会也很少。
But it's a rare opportunity to go to a tavern.
刚来的时候有去过几次那个 tavern.
When I just got here, I did go a couple of times. But never again. Otherwise, my English would have been improved better.
那我讲 May I buy a drink for you?
I said.
然后那女生当然是。
And then the lady said, sure.
然后
And then
wine you like? 我会讲几句这个 Blue Hawaii 啦
I can ask.
啦Strawberry Daiquiri 啦就是讲几句然后那女生就问
And then the lady asked.
I said no. I just study composition. 那女生就 go your way.
And then the lady said, go your way. Oh, that was so bad.
马来西亚的莲花宝仪问的。
A question from Malaysia, Lian Hua Bao
弟
Yi.
子请师尊注释9999。
I
感恩师尊回答。
pray that you stay in samsara for a very, very long time. This is my question. I've been practicing the fourfold refuge practice for a long time, and I don't want to change. But I also want to practice the wish-fulfilling youth Dharma. So can I add the Pingala main practice when I do the fourfold refuge practice and consider it as one session? She does 4 preliminary practices, but she wants to practice Pingala. So is it okay to add the Pingala main practice to the 4 preliminary practices and consider it as the same session? Let me consult. Okay.
这个也是第一次的问题，他想要修满愿童子法，但是他一直修释迦行、四皈依啦，他修四皈依法修很久，想要修满愿。
She's been practicing the fourfold practice, fourfold refuge practice for a long time, or 4 preliminary practices for a long time. The answer is yes, you can.
你修这个释迦行修很久了。
That if you do the 4 preliminary practices for a long time, and then it's okay to add the Pingala practice to it.
这是马来西亚莲花宝仪问的。
That's a question from Lian Hua Bao Yi in Malaysia.
Mama 问小明
Mom asked Xiaoming,
你妹妹考100分，那你才考50分。
Your sister got 100 and you just got 50.
是照你的话做的。
And Xiaoming said, but I follow your instructions.
小明说讲。
And Mom asked, what did I say?
小明就讲说。
And Xiaoming said, you said,
妹妹的一半聪明就可以了。
It's good enough if you're half of the intelligence of your sister. I don't know if this is funny or not. Just listen. Someone bought a Mercedes-Benz and then drove it on the highway at night. And the speed reached 130 kilometers. And the police car followed behind with red, white light. And then he pressed on the pedal and it reached 140, 150 kilometers. And finally, the police stopped him. And the police officer came by and said, if you could tell me a reason why you sped that I've never heard of before, then I would let you go. And the person said, last week my wife ran away with the police, and I'm afraid that you're trying to return her to me.
这就是他的理由。
That's his excuse.
小强会吹陶笛跟口琴。
小强 can play the harmonica.
小明摇摇头说不会。小强在问。
And I think it's like the clay flute.
那小强就讲。
Then ask Xiaoming, can you blow on those? No. And what can you blow? And he said, just blow the ox, which is meaning bullshit. This is play of words of Chinese.
好，现在那个维摩诘对于来看病的人讲。
So now Vimalakirti told the visitors, benevolent ones, the wise do not rely on such a body. So, what it means here is Vimalakirti told all the visitors that the body, the wise ones, will not rely on their bodies. They will not trust their bodies. The bodies are untrustworthy. So, you cannot rely on how your body is. You will not always believe in your body. That's what he meant. So the wise ones will not rely or believe in their own bodies. And then he continued. How do you? The body is like foam, unable to be grasped or held onto. So, the body is like foam. So, it's like when we blow on the bubbles or the foam, they're beautiful, but if you touch them, they would break. That's what it means. That's how human body is. You don't believe it? Then you can just go straight on a red light and then you would know. You think that your body is very strong, that you're strong as the bull, and then you just drive through a red light. And you will know that you will get to the Western realm very fast. Doesn't matter how strong you are. Your body is a bubble, a foam. With a slight touch, it breaks. Don't say this. The other few days I saw in the news about Taiwan, because I came from Taiwan, that Taiwan is the pedestrian hell. Really. There's some benefit in America. The cars give way to pedestrian. So even if it's green light, but if there's a person walking on the crossroad, that the cars would stop. Like if we see bicyclers or motorbikers, then we would give way. And in the past, when we were in Taiwan, we also give way to the cars. And then we look left and right and left and right and have to be very careful. Because there are bicycles and tricycles and carts and so in Taiwan we have to give way to the cars, but here the cars give way to the pedestrian. So it's very dangerous there, the pedestrian, even on the crosswalk. Not talking about the cars. Even when you're so strong like the bull, you wouldn't dare to walk on the streets. If you're hit, you're like a foam and gone. And nowadays, people kill for no reasons. And that's not a car, just that little thing. Yes, with the bang bang, there's no use, even if you're as strong as a bull. It's just that small bullet, and you're dead. So your body is a foam, right? So things as big as cars or as small as bullets, you cannot take them. So the body is like a foam. And there are many talking about bullets, and then I went into all those. So the body is like a bubble, unable to remain for long. When you're old, you would know you can't stand for a long time. You have to sit. Because the body is a bubble. You cannot stand for too long. The body is like a flame arising from thirst for desire. Your body is like fire. What kind of fire? Fire of desire. You think you don't have any fire? You do. You have fire of desire. Because you have fire of desire, you wish for love. And that comes from fire of desire. The man has the fire of desire, and the woman too has a desire. That's called the fire of desire. Well, how are human beings born is because of fire of desire. The body is like a hollow plantain tree lacking firmness. If we dissect the body, outside is the skin and then the flesh and then the bones, and inside it organs. There is the head and then the arms and legs. But if you separate them, actually it is empty. You take away the skin, take away the flesh, take away the bones, take away the organs. Then, as a result, it's like a plantain tree. Nothing is solid. And we talked about it last night. In a human body, the bones are the strongest. But even the bones, when it encounter it can break, counter concussion. And you think your body is very strong. Now, whenever I see my family doctor go, he would ask me, "Did you fall recently?" I said, "No." Because I know I have to lean on the wall when I wear my pants. I did not know before. When sometimes your foot, because you're standing on one leg, right? And then the other feet is trying to wear. And then sometimes you missed. And you can fall, or you lost your balance. At our age, the family doctor would always ask first, "Have you fallen recently? If you have, you should get an X-ray, because perhaps some bones has been displaced." So when you're old, you would be scared of falling the most. Like the academician Professor Zhu Siyi, he fell in a bathroom. Many elderly fell in the bathroom and then died. One of the guru that I take refuge in, the Venerable Tao An, in his 50s, fell in the bathroom and then passed away. So that's why falling is a very dangerous thing, especially if you're old. And then the bones will be displaced, so it's not strong. So if you dissect your body, nothing inside it is firm or solid, not even the bones. The body is illusory, arising from delusion and confusion. Confusion. Actually, every human being is not normal in their mind. That's why psychologists or the experts say that the thoughts of every person, most of human thoughts are not normal. They're usually always confused, so upside down. That's why many people are mentally deranged or mentally ill. Because your thoughts are a result of an illusion, and your body too is an illusion, and your thoughts is even more so illusory. There's a kind of illness that's called paranoia. That, oh, so-and-so is trying to harm me. I've met many mentally ill people. A woman said when a plane is flying in the sky, she would think that the plane is trying to harm her. And I was thinking in my heart, you're not that important, right? Why would they need a plane to harm her? And she's trying to hide so that she's not spotted by the plane. You're not that important, right? How would someone fly a plane to harm you? Or even Grandmaster is not that important. When a plane is flying in the sky, I wouldn't think that the plane is trying to observe me. So your mind is not normal. So that's why the neurologist said that, psychiatrists perhaps say that most people's mind are not normal, but most people are within the range, but actually people that's outside the range are also many of them, like people with paranoia. Think about yourself. How important are you? Why people want to harm you?
而且常常脑筋里面呢想的都是颠倒的事情，都不是正面。
And many people have all upside down thinking, and there's no right thoughts, and they are making themselves miserable, and a lot of random thoughts. They're all your own illusions. All your thoughts came from your brain. All the confused and
我们眼睛所看到的也不一定是正确的。
So the body is like a dream, seen as unreal and false. What we see is not always right. The other day, our translator, Hanifa Dhamma sister, showed me a photo created by AI. It's from a photo of Grandmaster Lu, and then put it into AI and created other photos, like me with the girl here and girl there, holding, or there's so many girls behind me together. And they look real, but they're all fabricated. How could I be that daring with that many girls, and then one in my arm and one in another one? You can ask Hanifa. They just took a photo from my young photo. I could not even believe that was me. If it were me, I would have been very happy. But that wasn't me. Now all can be created with AI. So that's why what you see with your eyes are not always real or true. Even the photos can be falsified, and they can make as if they look real or truthful, just like a dream. Actually, we also often have dreams at night, right? And all of our dreams are not real, right? Many of them are false. What we see are also unreal and false. One time I had a dream. I dreamt of my guru to walk by himself up the mountain, and I wrote a letter to my guru that I saw you walking by yourself up the mountain, and my guru replied that the dream is not real. It's not necessarily true. So the body is like a dream, seen as unreal and false. So what you see is not the truth. And the dream said, including your body, is not real. The body is like a shadow appearing due to karmic conditions. Our body is an aggregate of the four elements: the earth, water, fire, and wind. The earth refers to the flesh and bones. Water is the blood inside your body. Fire is the temperature, body temperature. The wind is the air that you breathe in. The water elements, the four elements. And because you have karma, Sakyamuni Buddha said, why were we born? Why were we born? Is to eradicate or to play out our karma. Because you have karma, you come to the Saha world. And affinity, because you have affinity with your parents, you were born from your parents. So it came due to karmic conditions. And you have affinities with your siblings. That's why they are your siblings. And if you get married to that person, that means you have affinity with that person. So the body is like a shadow. And because you have this body, you have the shadow when you're under the sun. So it follows you. So what is the shadow? It's the karma from your many past lives and causes and conditions from many past lives. So appearing due to karmic conditions, the body appears because you have karma and causes and conditions. And the body is like a sound dependent on causes and conditions. When the body speaking or anything is because of causes and conditions. If you have illness, it's also due to the causes and conditions. Golden Mother told me, at 79, you want to come back. And Amitabha Buddha told me, I will help you extend your lifespan. At 79, by chance, I encountered a doctor who changed my medicine, and I had to suffer for 3 months. And now, I met that doctor again, and he said, easy, I'll just change it back. So he changed it back. Then why did you change it in the beginning to start with? I was almost being hooked away by you at 79. So that's all causes and conditions. Golden Mother told me at 79, it's time to go back. And I'm 79 this year. So I encountered this doctor who changed my medicine. And I had diarrhea for 3 months and lost about 20 pounds. And the medicine just being changed back starting yesterday after meeting him. And I'm normal now, today. The medicine was working for me, and yet he had to change it. So what can we do? It's causes and condition. I don't know why the doctor did that. He just changed it like that. So I had to adjust and go back and forth. That's all causes and condition. I was fine before. I was fine in Taiwan. The Madam Wang said, when you were in Taiwan, your face radiated light and you walk like a wind and very strong. And then I came back and then all of a sudden I am dark and no light. That's all causes and condition. The body is like a fleeting cloud, appearing and disappearing momentarily. Our body is like the cloud. Today it appears and tomorrow it's gone. Today the cloud is here, tomorrow it's gone. Don't think that you're always young. And don't think that we are always handsome. Of course you've been handsome. I was like the Korean movie star. It's just that I was shorter. Actually, my look is very good. When I was young, I have a good look. I was good looking. I had many girlfriends. It's just that I have to stand on a step when kissing. Because I was small and short. But my face was good looking, very handsome and cool. But it didn't last very long. And look how I look now. So where's the handsome gone to? Oh no. So just like clouds, it'll be gone. I gave an example the other day. So beautiful when they were young, all those girls. And in not a long time, you'll become the old Bodhisattva. Do you know? Lin San, now it's in his 90s. Is he here? Oh, he's not here today. Oh, good thing. When he was young, he could jump like the frog. That's how he trained himself. He would be like a frog, jumping. And that's how he exercised his legs, and the legs were very strong, the muscles very strong. Now let's ask him to do that. Impossible. So the young ladies who are beautiful, don't be so proud or arrogant, because it's very easy. You'll become like the old Bodhisattva. Is she here? She's not here either. Oh, that's good. That's fine. Very fast, very swiftly. Don't think how beautiful or pretty you are. It's like the clouds. Like the cloud today is good looking, but disappearing very fast. The body is like electricity. It never stops. The thoughts keep running and running and churning, thinking about this and that, just like electricity. Unable to sustain thoughts. And Vimalakirti also said that the body has no owner, resembling the earth. No, this must be the ancient time, because nowadays each piece of land is owned, and land is expensive. that the earth has no owner. Actually, you only own it temporarily. Real estate properties, it's only momentary. You think that the house belongs to you. The house lasts longer than you do. When you're gone, the house is owned by someone else. And you think the land is yours? No, the land is there forever. But you only own it temporarily, so it's not wrong to say it's like the earth without owner. There's no real owner of the land. It keeps changing, the same with the house. You only own it temporarily. When you leave, the owner changes, the same with the land. When you're gone, it's not yours. Nothing is yours. The body has no self, resembling fire. You know, humans are the aggregate of the four elements. When they disintegrate, it's gone. When you burned, it's gone. So that's correct to say it's like a fire. When you die in the crematorium, burn, and you become ash. Where are you? God? The body has no self, resembling fire. The body has no longevity, resembling the wind. Talking about lifespan, it's not that you live to be whatever you want. We have seen this, many people. And they leave the house and never come back because they had accidents, never came back. So our lifespan is not up to you. Our lifespan is like the wind. It comes suddenly and goes suddenly. These are all spoken by Vimalakirti. The body has no person resembling water. The body is not real, a mere house of the four elements. The earth, water, fire, and wind is your house. Our body is an aggregate. What is the so-called aggregate or Pindagraha? It's the amalgam or combination of the elements of water, fire, wind, and earth, and it's a temporary house or shell for you. Every one of us has our own house. Your body is your house. But this house is made up of the elements earth, water, fire, and wind. So everything in the world is all an aggregate or Pindagraha. The Vajra Sutra stated that what it means like this wood. It was a tree. The block of the wood and the red paint and golden paint and combined into a Dharma table. That's called an aggregate. The same with our body. An aggregate of the earth, water, fire, and wind. When they disintegrate, they are called the earth, water, fire, and wind. But combined, that's the person or the body. And the body is a temporary house for you. The body is not real, a mere house of the four elements. Actually, it's a house of the combination of the four elements. The body is empty, separate from the concept of self and mind. When the four elements are out of balance, you would be ill. When the four elements dissipate, then the house is gone. When the four elements are out of balance, you're ill or sick. Whether you have too much earth, water, fire, those are all illnesses. The house is empty. When the four elements dissipate, they will be empty. And then you leave the house, then you become non-existent. The body is ignorant, like grass, trees, and rubbles. Like grass, trees, rubbles. The body is ignorant, like human beings lack wisdom. When we are born, we don't understand about Buddha Dharma. We don't know anything. You lack wisdom. You're full of ignorance, just like grass, trees, rubbles, and many people are still very ignorant. Up till now, they have no Buddha Dharma, they have no wisdom, they don't know what is good, what is bad, what is virtuous, what's not, what's moral, what's immoral. And there is a law in the United States that it is not a crime if you steal under $1,000. So the law is also ignorant or lack wisdom. But if you know Buddha Dharma, you cannot even take a needle and thread that belongs to other people. That's what Buddha Dharma states. That's stealing. In the 5 basic precepts, is not to steal. That's a violation. But the law in the United States says that if you steal under $1,000, say $999, that's not a violation. So the law is also ignorant and lack wisdom. So that's why many people just carry lots of things home without paying. Is there a law like this in Canada? Then Canada is more civilized. Humans are really ignorant. If you don't study Buddha Dharma, you would not know what comprises a human body or a human being. That's why Vimalakirti spoke Buddha Dharma to them. The body is inactive, moved only by the force of winds. Like when we exercise or walk, that's relying on our thoughts. And what are the thoughts? The thoughts are the winds. Thoughts are the wind. So we move because of the winds. The body cannot do anything, but it relies on the winds to move. So you rely on the thoughts accompanied by the body to speak, to move. So you rely on the force of the winds to move. The body is impure, filled with defilements and negativities. Okay. Let me talk about this part. That our body is not clean. In our head, on our head. Dandruffs. And you scratch on it, and the dandruffs would fall all over your body. And the eyes, the ears, the nose would all produce those goo and then odor out of your mouth. The worst thing I'm afraid of is the odor from the mouth. Every day I would clean myself really clean. I would use, what's that called? A pointed dent. And then water pick, and then floss and brush, and every time after I eat, I have to clean my teeth for at least half an hour. After I eat, I have to clean my teeth for at least half an hour. But not some people. Some people just brush their teeth in the morning and at night. And then in the afternoon, the breath that she gives out is Amitabha. If there's some debris in your mouth, it would be rotten, and then if you have cavities, and then once you have gum problems, inflammation, and you open your mouth and spoke to me, I'm like, oh no. That smell is really scary. So that's why after you eat, you should clean your teeth right away, because you don't want it. You don't want to have any bad breath, because you want to. Otherwise, there would be bacteria build up, and the teeth, the gum, and then the cavities between the gum and the teeth, and you have to massage and exercise them. So there are many illnesses all over the place. And all the skin pores also have some excretion. The excretion is not only due to 2 holes underneath, but also from our skin pores. If you don't wash yourself, you would be filthy. And that's how it is when you're still alive. But when you die, oh, you would know. The smell of death is really horrendous, quite scary. The body is impure, filled with defilements and negativities. How much bad karma have you created? And then created by your thoughts. The filth of your body and the filth of your mind, of your thoughts. And you don't keep the 5 precepts, and your thoughts are all filthy. The body is impure. The Vimalakirti Sutra states that any movement of the thoughts is all karmic. With the slightest movement, everything is karma. been talking so long about this.
这是台湾人的笑话了。
This is a joke only for Taiwanese. Only the Chinese speakers will understand. The grandma took the bus, and the bus. Yeah, this is playful of Chinese.
司机听到以后就骂了，靠腰啊，哪里不死，要死在我这里。
Yeah. And like she forgot the keys on the bus, and she said, "My keys on the bus." But in Chinese, the homophobe like, "I want to die on your bus." And the bus driver press on the pedal and drive even faster.
一个健康的人
A healthy person can have 100 dreams, but a person who has lost health just have one dream, which is to be healthy. When you lose your health, you only have one dream, which is to be healthy. But when you're healthy, you want 100 dreams. You have 100 dreams. This is similar or in sync with what Vimalakirti said. Om Mani Padme Hum.